guys, it's Bodykit time, and this is not going to be one episode. This is gonna contain a series of episodes because there is some work to do. First we gotta fix the bodykit, repair damages that is done to it. Then we're going to add some carbon fiber. Then the whole bodykit needs to be sanded down and then finally painted. So we're probably looking at like 3 episodes in a series. So this is episode 1, and today we're going to repair the damages that's on the bodykit. So this is what we are working with. The front bumper has some scratches to it. Those we are just going to sand down. Here is one of the problems, a big crack. So I'm going to place a steel plate on the back of this for a reinforcement, and then I'm just going to sand down this and do some plastic welding over it to keep it from further cracking. And also this I'm going to fill out with some plastic and sand down. I want this to be completely flat with no holes in it, and I'm figuring right now, but I think I'm going to run a smaller license plate in the front, or maybe a sticker, so it looks a little more unique. And for the rear there is some little crack here. Not that big of a deal. I think I'm just gonna put some putty over it to make it flat and look nice. The same goes here. I might be doing some plastic welding so this crack doesn't go any further. And here we have to fill out. Here I'm going to place a steel plate on the backing, one over here and one over here, before I lay some plastic over here to fill this out, because the parts that's gray or black here, I'm gonna put some carbon fiber over it so it gets a little more unique. I don't want to be like everyone else. So that's probably it. Then just some basic sanding down the paint. And for the side skirts, they are quite okay. So they just need a sanding. And then these little bastards that's missing on almost every 9.3 Aero or Viggen. I've had this 3D printed from the file that's available on the internet. Shout out to the one who did the file. Unfortunately I have only found files for the front too, but I have got printed for the back as well, but it's the front ones. So with a little bit of modification, I think the front ones can fit in the back as well. You just need to, they are a little bit too long, so just shorten them a bit and then they will fit. And in this case, these jacking points, I guess, are for the little jack that you have in the back, for like if you get a flat tire to use. That is nothing I would recommend anyone to use, so I'm just gonna put in this, and then I'm going to put some putty over it to make it just flat, so there is no falling out in the future. So it's just one solid piece. I think it would look pretty nice as well. So let's start with fixing some cracks. the first round of this plastic putty and a rough sanding is done, but you can still see there is some porosity in it. So now we're going to use this. This is some like fine putty that will fill in all porosity, so it will get super even, and then we will lay down the primer and stuff so it will get really smooth in the end. But for now you can still see it's some roughness to it. So this is pretty much a process that goes on and on forever. It's like a loop. You put on some putty and you sand it down, and you see a little porosity somewhere. Then you sand it down again and put on some putty again and then sand it down. Now I think I have come to like a final stage. I have put on some putty on this. So now it's time to wait for this to harden, and as we wait I'm gonna sand down the complete bumper so it's ready for some primer. So we're gonna use some 240 grit, which is a little bit finer. So let's go. So now everything is sanded down and wiped off with some water. And before all haters start to comment, yes, I'm going to clean everything with acetone and then use some tack rags before putting the primer on. So it's really clean. This is just to get all of the dust off. So the next step will be to mask off this area here and then apply some carbon fiber to the rear diffuser. I think we will do the masking now and clean it up with some acetone. Then the carbon fiber part will be the next episode. So let's do some masking. So to give you a little teaser on what's coming up, I have masked off the diffuser. So this is the type of carbon fiber weave we're gonna add here. I think it's gonna look super sick, and it's definitely going to be unique. I don't know if I have seen any of these kits with a real carbon fiber diffuser, so maybe it's a first. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned to the channel, and I will see you very soon again. Bye.